The primary objective of this job is to notify and talk to Nigerians, like what we're doing, to try to keep the tempo, calm, talk to our people, to know the good work of Ashwaju. And you can see right over the cars there, you see those cars, the truck, all achievement of Mr. President is being put in place. And you can read them. And, fortunately, there are places where we're supposed to go to talk to, town hall meetings, talk to the youth, the students, which in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be doing that with our department of, relaxed department of students and others. So, yeah, we are injured. On the course of treating the wound, you have pains. Do you understand? So sometimes Nigerians, there's one of our leader, and there's something he said, which is very, very important. Our Nigerians, some, not all Nigerians, some Nigerians will want you to back them without touching them. Is it possible? Is it possible for you to back somebody and without touching him? So there are processes. Sometimes, like China, what happened in China? It took over 2012, and you can see his reform. Nobody, it's only Nigerians today. The whole world will come out and you see Nigerians criticizing Nigerians anywhere they go to. In London or in America, you see Nigerians, Nigeria is this. But look at China, on the process of that reforms. Look at China today. China is almost above, let me just put it, above America when it comes to economic reform today. But Nigerians, just barely three years, you want automatic change after something has been battered. And thank God today, we have a leader, a visionary leader that will turn around this country. We just have patience, that's all. Nigerians should have patience and understand that this man is God sent to Nigeria. But it's very difficult for you to understand the meaning of God sent. We thank God that God gave us Ashwaju. By 2027, by 2029, may God spare our life. By 2029, Nigerians will come out in mass, to come out and say, Tinubu, go ahead. In fact, we need you next 40 years. It will come to pass. You will see it. He did it in Lagos. When he started in Lagos, it was terrible. He took over from Buba Marwa. The economy was like normal top reforms. Nigerians, they don't have that patience for top reform. He started it in Lagos, 99. By 2000, 2001, everybody was angry, just like what is happening. By 2002, it was difficult for you to even take over. The PDP took over all the states except Ashwaju, except Lagos, because the citizens of Lagos now discovered the fact that this man is really working. And that's why I'm appealing to Nigerians to have this patience. Have this patience. This man is going to turn around. His reforms is hard though, but you see, that is a sacrifice that a lot of Nigerians should try to understand. But by his grace, he's God sent. And by 2027 is a plus. He's going to come back by his grace. And these reforms will continue.
My name is Architect Felix Arome, National Secretary, Tinubu Is Fixing Nigeria. Well, it is our constitutional duty to support our government. And as a group, we have seen the need to sensitize Nigerians on the achievements of the president. The infrastructure projects carried out all over the country is astronomical. As we speak, we are standing beside the highway at Kuje, solidly done, well built. Just yesterday, the president flagged off the Gombe, just super highway. And we're very glad that Nigeria is encountering or going through a period of renewal, just like the renewed hope agenda of the president. And it is our responsibility to sensitize Nigerians on the many achievements of the president, over 300 achievements of the president in less than 4 years in office. And that is why we are here to felicitate with the people of Kuje, to inform them about the achievements of the president and how the president means well for the growth of Nigeria as a whole. It's understandable. We are all in Nigeria. We go through the daily situations, of cost of petroleum products, which of course we know is as a result of international market forces. However, we believe that as things get better internationally, the prices will definitely come down. And as we increase production in Nigeria with the introduction of refineries like the Abuja refinery, which is currently ongoing, to support the Dangote refinery, automatically there will be competition and there will be surplus production of petroleum products, and the prices will crash. However, we would like to state clearly that this is a temporary phase that we are going through, and people should not count it as misgiving or incompetence on the part of leadership. The president is doing everything he can within his power to ensure that the economic woes of this nation do not get worse than they currently are. The president met a very precarious situation, and I believe that his policies are tailored towards drastically bringing down the prices of petroleum products and other commodities within Nigeria.
The objective of this peaceful walk is to enlighten the Nigerians who do not understand what is going on, to enlighten Nigerians about the achievement of Mr. President. And as you can see, when we came in, the road is basically a new road for Kuje. Kuje has been here for ages, have only one lane or two. But now Kuje has dual carriage road, The citizens are happy with Mr. President. And for continuity of this development, we ask every Nigerian to support the reforms of the Renew Hope by Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a greater and better Nigeria. What we ask people to be is patient. Patience comes with progress. Progress comes with prosperity. It can never be the other way around. You cannot have prosperity without patience. You cannot have prosperity without progress and stages. So please, Nigeria, relax. Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. Security is everybody's business. It is not just Mr. President's business. Wherever you live, if there's a stranger in your environment, you know. And what are you supposed to do? To report to the authorities. But some of us harbor these people. We give them access. We give them information. We are the one that tell them when and where to attack. So Mr. President is not the only one. He is the commander-in-chief. He is the one to give directions. But we should hold our state governors, who also collect every month security grants. And we should also hold ourselves as citizens. Whatever you see, you should talk about.
To empower about 70,000 smallholder farmers by providing them with farm inputs like solar irrigation systems. Currently in Niger State, we've been able to power rice farmers, those who have rice mills. We have beneficiaries there. So our solar irrigation systems enables them to, have all year round farming and boost their productivity and yield. So basically, our aim is to provide farm inputs. We've done that already. We want to, ensure that close to 50 million smallholder farmers benefit from our scheme, basically. From our solar irrigation systems, subsidized fertilizer, pesticides, insecticides, and all the needs so that they can boost their yield and productivity, basically. Cooperatives, we'll be able to form cooperatives like women smallholder farmers. We formed cooperatives where there's a structure that comes from the top to the bottom to ensure transparency, ensure that these funds that are going to get to the smallholder farmers actually gets to them. There's actually a database that we have in our program. We have the phone numbers, the addresses, of everything to secure what we're going to do for them. So it's in terms of securing our inputs, we've done that already. Basically, we need Nigerians to relax. Asuwaji is really working. Some of these protectionist economic policies it doesn't manifest in the short run. It's a long-term policy. Now, the next dispensation, farmers will be able to benefit from our program and all that we're trying to do for them.
Is a peace walk. It's a walk that we're using to tell Nigerians that we are relaxed. Tinubu is fixing Nigeria movement, which is an informative movement. We are trying to educate Nigerians and tell Nigerians of the activities and achievements of our president. And we're trying to tell them to relax. We know that our president came in and met a kwashiorkor economy and a kwashiorkor system. And he has no option than to institute reforms that are difficult but highly necessary, that can make Nigeria to accelerate again. So those reforms were the ones yielding dividends. Reform on economy, reform on fuel subsidy, of course you know about, reforms that have generated money that our president is using to make Nigeria to stabilize. And the reforms are yielding dividends. It's like a president inherited a country that is sick and put us in a hospital. And the sickness of Nigeria was so much that he has to put us in the intensive care units. That was when Nigerians were crying. But those intensive care units, those injections they were giving us are those reforms. The reforms that you have seen that have made Naira to dollar to be stabilized and now coming down. The reforms that you are seeing that have made governors not to complain again. Because if a governor is earning like 15 billion, the reforms made our president to make sure that each governor is earning ×3 or ×4 of his earnings. Now, no governor is complaining again, but we are begging governors to please improve on telling people the achievements of the president, why they are doing all they are doing. We are begging the governors. The reform that has made students to have their loan, nail fund, but what we are actually doing is not only to tell Nigerians the achievement of the president, is to educate them where they will go and tap the dividends our president has put in place. Of course, most of us are not aware. So Relax Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. It's more of informative. We inform Nigerians because some people are already feeling bad.
It is necessary to enlighten Nigerians, both at home and abroad, about the achievements of Mr. President, about certain projects that had never been done in this country since independence, that he initiated. And these projects are affecting the lives of millions of people, both the youth and then other age grades. Yeah. So that's my motivation. Nigerians need to know. Nigerians need to be told the truth. Because even the Bible says you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. But Nigeria is getting better. If somebody like Dr. Okonjo-Iweala, who is the Director General of the World Trade Organization, could acknowledge the works of the president, then I need for Nigerians to know that the country is on the right path. Things may not be as rosy as they used to be, but that is the price we have to pay for the reforms being carried out by the president. But I can assure you, without a doubt, that Nigeria is on the path of recovery and of greatness.